walo wazi uNowa ukuba ehlile amanzi ehlabathi. Ligama linye nje ndizawuthetha ngalo, leza kuye ihobe ngexesha langokuhlwa kukho igqabi lomnquma. Kukho igqabi lomnquma. Mandivele nje kancinci ndingenyuki njengabanye abantu kudla kuthiwa yinyuka. Leza liphethe igqabi lomnquma. Njengenkwenkwe ke ekhulele nezalelwe phaa kulaa mhlaba woqoboqobo, kwakuthiwa yisisikayi mandulo. Ndazi igqabi okanye lo mthi kuthiwa ngumnquma ubaluleke kakhulu. Kukho amathuba xa kusenziwa umsebenzi wekhaya, inyama ingaphakelwa ezityeni nasezipleyitini, iphakelwe phezu kwamasebe omnquma anamagqabi omnquma. Endicinga ukuba kunentsingiselo ekukhulu ngalo le nto ithethwa ngegqabi lomnquma. Kananjalo phaa buqoboqobo, xa kuthiwa kukuqoboqobo akuthethi ukuba kophuka ibhotile lebranti khona, kophuka umnquma, wophukele endodeni, ezimbanjeni nasekorweni. Nquma ke yinto yokuqeqesha madulo. Endithemba ngale mini yanamhlanje kuthiwe kuzolontshwa incwadi. Ndinethemba ukuba loo ncwadi izawuya ebantwini inegqabi lomnquma. Ndicinga ukuba mandehle apho sihlalo okanye mphathi nkqubo ngelithi sinethemba lokokuba le ncwadi iza kulontshwa apha inegqabi lomnquma. Le nto bendisithi ke uba bendinonyuka benakuva ukuba kanye kanye eli gqabi lomnquma lithetha ukuthini. Nethemba ukuba le ncwadi izolontshwa ilayishe kukhulu okubalulekileyo ekuzawufana negqabi lomnquma. Yange inkosi ngakusikelela ufundwa kwezwi lwayo nokucaciswa kwayo ngoku nangonaphakade. Amen.
Thank you very much, Provost. I don't know noba bayabulelwa na abefundisi. Kodwa ke ndicinga uba ikhona indlela ababulelwa ngayo. There is the story that says lo mfundisi ke just happens to pass away. Athi ke xa efika ezulwini esithi yena uzabona abantu awayeshumayela nabo bekhonza kakhulu. Asafike ugcwele abantu abangonoteksi apha ezulwini. Othuke, hayibo, inqandi ingelo senkulu. No, mfundisi, they are in the right place, don't stress. You know, here you come because you produce good results. When these taxi guys were driving their stuff, everybody was praying because they knew something bad might happen. That's why the taxi drivers are here. It's their reward. So I hope someday you'll get your reward as well. Because with this little 5-minute session, we all really gained something. I must apologize, Kubandu Abakulu. This was also Tiptosa. But it shall come right. Sometimes when you are in Rome, you have to do like Romans do. Ladies and gentlemen, I will now be giving an opportunity yokuba abantu abambalwa that I will be calling up bese bazohlala apha ngaphambili before we get a welcome note from our municipality. May I first get utata no mama, utata ungasana no mama uhlami. Please come join us. The steps are this side.
Move forward so they can walk.
I will be introducing them properly a little bit later. Don't rush. Can I get umama Mayosi as azohlala ngaphambili as our dignified guest as well. Tatu Nyati, kindly sort it out for me, please. My dear learners, please don't worry. I will introduce them properly later. I'm just doing the sitting arrangement. Okay. Stella, Tata, Dr. Andy Lenonso, others join Anaye. Here, Stella, principal was at St. John's College. Tata, and I have one chair left. I'm not too sure if he will be able to occupy it. But Nitela Notata Ufundile Nyati, I always call him the fun doctor. Abe Corona. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a midweek day. We are expecting some of our guests to be coming in as the day progresses. It's a short program, but I hope they'll be able to catch up with us. May you be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, I will ask Honorable Mr. Ghana, who is in the local municipality. He is in the Treasury and Budgeting. He is here representing the mayor of the KSD, Mr. Nyanison Melani, to come forward and welcome our guests to the day's proceedings. I must announce that he is also a former student of St. John's College and our guest. Thank you very much. Over to you, Mr. Kama.
Please, Mr. Matot, let me take this opportunity before I speak and say, hi, the dark. Rise like an eagle and shine like a star. Thank you very much. As we have been introduced, my name is Zukisa, my surname is Ghana. For my sins on earth, I happen to be a councillor in the executive and today I represent him because there is a at Ward 3, so he could not join us today, so he requested that I represent him. And therefore, let me take the opportunity also to extend my greetings on behalf of the municipality to the Bongani Mayosi Foundation, here again represented by Utata Masana as the chair. Mama Mhlamini was also here, Dr. Nyati, Dr. Andy Lenotso, Dr. Modi, some may not be here, Judge Tambuza, Mama Mayosi, and all distinguished guests, the school principal and everyone else, and most importantly, for me, the learners of St. John's College. You are accredited today on behalf of the municipality. I must indicate that it does give us a great pleasure as a municipality to have been invited to welcome people to this book launch program, particularly because this happens as the country is battling with a number of challenges. Chief amongst those would be the obvious ones that are known as inequality, unemployment, and poverty. And these impact differently from different age groups. To the book launch today, there's an issue that which I think we must place before the panelists that are going to be discussing today as we welcome them. That the crisis of unemployment in the country, from where we're seated, is the actual principal contradiction in the country that reproduces poverty and inequality. And this problem becomes a bigger problem, particularly for young people, particularly those that go to school and graduate. After graduating with the hope of finding employment, those frustrations ultimately land them into mental health related problems. Some have been excluded financially, though deserving. Some have been performing quite well in school but would end up being excluded academically. Out of those struggles, they would graduate, struggle to find a job. And many have fallen into depression and many other related sicknesses. And we hope that this life story of our own Professor Mayosi should be used, amongst other things, to debunk that mental health is indeed a taboo in our country. So that we can find ways and means to say, how do we reconnect? How do we break the social distance in our families, in our communities, and everywhere else? Because we believe that many people will continue to face some of these challenges around mental health because of the social distance that is there in their families. Many parents parent their children with money. They don't parent their children with guidance, with support, and the likes that they would need in order for them to face societal challenges. And we're here today celebrating this sign of the soil of Professor Mayosi, who rose to become one of the first youngest Black deans of the health sciences faculty in UCT, which to us should serve, particularly those that are seated here as students of St. John's College, that indeed you will rise. You will shine like a star and rise like an eagle. And I think we can take from this example, Professor Mayosi, that our backgrounds, from where we come from, do not really determine our attitude that we will reach in society. As we conclude our welcoming note, we must indicate that we are welcoming you indeed to a category B municipality that is composed of 37 wards with a population just about 500,000. We are hard at work to try and ensure that we turn around the social conditions of our people here. But there are a few assumptions that I think we also want to place before some of the panelists here, that as they debate, they must also look into them. There are many assumptions that were made in the white paper of local government. And some of those assumptions were that municipalities or local government were supposed to survive of it from its own revenues. And the assumption was that those who reside within the boundaries of that municipality were supposed to pay for services, all of them. The fact of the matter today is, as I stand here, is that in all the 205 local municipalities and 44 districts in the country, more than 80% of the population there has no contribution into the municipal fiscus. It's only in the 8 metros that it is actually possible in the whole landscape in the country. And invariable then, there are services that ought to be delivered by local municipality, i.e. access roads leading to schools and clinics at times are unable to be delivered as they should. And these impact one way or the other to the ability of our people to access healthcare or to access education. And how do we turn around that particular situation? And these are some of the problems and challenges which we believe that Prof. Mayosi and many others would have been together with us to say, how do we work around and sit around the table to develop models, amongst which would have been the DDM model, to turn around the situation, to ensure that ultimately any child, whether they are from Kegezweni or they are from Mdlangomo or they are from any other village, has equal opportunities in terms of education and has equal opportunities in terms of access to healthcare. With those few words, I would want to welcome you to this municipality, and we ensure that welcome to the municipality, and hope that we have already not experienced any bad traffic. We're trying very much to improve traffic management in town, and we hope that as we have arrived, you have not experienced any potential threats to your public safety. We're trying our level best to ensure that the municipality remains a safe area, and we look forward to greater collaboration and partnership with yourselves, as we are a reliable partner and government to this municipality. And we are working together with them to try and ensure that the St. John's Technology and Innovation Hub ultimately becomes a success, not only for this college, but also a success that will benefit not only the school, but all the schools under KST municipality. Thank you very much. Just make one indication. I would want to apologize beforehand. I will stay, but at 2 o'clock I'm supposed to be at the court. The municipality is being litigated on credit control and debt collection issues. And as the MMC for Finance, I have to go and visit the municipality. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Kano. Sean he's a true politician, and the campaigning season is very close. So the language is changing, the roads are getting fixed, and the traffic is getting managed. He is currently the acting executive mayor. He is acting. Thank you very much for such a warm welcome. In true African style, you may take off your jackets, and if I was somewhere else, I would say the fridge is open. That's how we welcome people in our culture. Ladies and gentlemen, I must say that, particularly to our honored guests, some of our learners were sitting for exams earlier today, so they might not be making it here on time, but they are fully aware that we have a good launch. It's in the middle of the exam period, and some might have not been able to derive joy from today's paper. So they may be resting somewhere and thinking about the future. So pardon us for that. I will now be doing a very brief introduction of the key guests, starting from one who is a key person here as well, in absentia, but I know she's refreshing and getting some finger lunch. An SGP member, Mrs. Makota, she is going to be joining us. We are governed by the SGP, and it's only proper to acknowledge his presence. She will be joining us in no time. And then amongst us as well, we have Miss Titiza, alumni, class of 1970. Former teacher at St. John's College as well. When I moved in as the head of department for geography, I succeeded her. Thank you very much. I will now run through my table. Dr. Andy Lenonso Kaleni is one of the key members in the establishment of an organized alumni of St. John's College, and amongst his many hats that he wears, he is now here representing the alumni of St. John's College. Some of them might join later. So not Dr. Andy Lenonso Kaleni, former student and former teacher at St. John's College. Wow. I'm just not dead at all. It is someone you know. Who is Ezoli Samaka. He has now spent a full 32 years at St. John's. Wow. He is now doing his 33rd academic year. A devoted man. All his life has been about St. John's.